Hello and welcome to episode 146 of I Have Far Too Much Money and Time on My Hands. That's what we're going to start calling it. But welcome to the stream. We are going to be continuing the project from last night. I've picked up more parts and had a little bit of a realization, and I've actually picked what's going to be on this. But we're going to have to dismantle this. So I may do 2 streams tonight on this. So I didn't actually take into dismantling into account. Now I didn't think very far ahead, so that means there's going to be 2 of these streams. But I'm going to go get a drink and whatnot, and we'll get streaming. I picked up 2 boxes right here. Yeah. I picked up 2 boxes today at the Lego store, so this should help. I'm going to get a drink. You want to play the Xbox or anything?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, it's his Transformer. He's having. Right. But as you guys saw through the community tab, we picked Lego Batman. I picked Lego Batman, right? I was going to put it up to a vote because Indiana Jones was a high contender until I started looking through the custom community and realizing nobody's really making much custom Lego Indiana Jones stuff. At best, it's still just making customs of the German and Russian guards, but that's not really enough. None of the specialized molded stuff was being made by people. So Lego Batman's also topical new game, which means it kind of makes sense to get a series on it out. You know, so I'm going with what's there. We're going to make the stand a bit shorter as well. So we'll do that before we crack into the new parts. We've got stuff to start tearing it down. But I bought loads of new parts, so who knows, maybe I can have a third stand, which is just, for something else entirely. Who knows? We have those ideas. But this is kind of what I've opted to do. Plus, Lego Batman 1, the video game, is one of my favorite games when it comes to, the whole Lego universe, so it kind of makes sense for me to do that. And I went on eBay. So I went on Instagram, found a few people making Lego Batman customs based off the first game. I thought, right, cool. See, I went on eBay and other places. The stuff that I have found people making, the community for it is absolutely huge. So this will work out quite well. So I'm removing all the structural stuff because I built this thinking I should go 3 along just to match the size of that. Turns out I don't need to. So I can make I could make a third stand of what's left to just hold my Indiana Jones figures, because they're all in a drawer. Not for a series or anything, but just as a cool display. Brought to you by Terra Killer T1. Ride the Walrus. I don't know what any of that means. But yeah, we are 33 subscribers away from 4K. So that's 33 more subscribers away from the live build of the ATAP. So let's keep going with that. So I don't know what he's doing. It's Transformers. But yeah, I'm going to start getting this taken apart because I'm changing the design slightly since I'm doing it a new way. But I've already purchased. So I had one minifigure from this game sitting around already. It is up there. It's one of Joker's goons. And granted, I think I've owned that Lego figure for like 3 years. I was ordering stuff a couple years back, and the seller was like offering a deal if you bought like an extra item, and I picked that as the extra item. Or so the legend goes. But let's start ripping all of these parts out for now. This could be one of 2 streams. I don't know. I'm undecided. It all depends how long it takes. Putting that down the side. But how is everyone doing anyway? Today's Friday, right? Mm-hmm. I had to ask him. God. Not everyone's Friday's going alright. We're just gonna work on getting this completely taken apart, completely dismantled. I'm over from that. We could have been working on the Attack of the Clone shelf tonight, but I just wanted this done. Because I've not made, other than unboxing the MW2 360, I've not made any regular videos. And I've got a whole bunch of Complete Saga figures came in. I've not shown them off on the channel because I wanted to remain a secret what I actually bought. So I could probably make like another 5 to 6 episodes of that series easily. But that's on reserve. At the moment, at least. So we're going to start by changing this up because I'm not going to have the gap at the front the way the Complete Saga does. Because I'm trying to 10 more figures within a smaller stand. It's just per the design. Because Lego Batman never had that many playable minifigures in it. Characters in comparison to the Complete Saga. So we've got one half. But for the last year, we spent probably a year collecting all the stuff for the Complete Saga. So who knows? Maybe after another year, maybe if more people start making Indiana Jones stuff, I could consider it. Either like it's a potential idea that has been went through. I was at one point, and I've not touched it for probably a better part of 2 years, is I was doing a series called Collecting Every Lego Indiana Jones minifigure. I wasn't meaning like game. I was more focused on the official figures that were released between 2008 and 2023. Yeah. Right, my goal is to have all this taken apart by the 10-minute mark. Yo, hey Art, how's it going? But the first episode of this series will come out probably within the next few days. Plus, it means I'm bringing in all those people, right? Because I was kind of thinking smart about this, and Turkey Art agree with me on this. Yeah, I'm great. That with all the hype around the new Lego Batman game, it'd be smart to do this. You know, with the new game coming out, there's a big custom community focusing on Lego Batman, the previous games. And I found a lot of people who are making customs based off the original game. So this stand that we're building will contain all of the playable characters from the first Lego Batman game as part of a new series we're working on. If you've seen my Complete Saga series, you'll know exactly how that's going to work. And I've already made a big purchase for this, and I'll probably make another one later. But I don't think this will take me a year. The only thing I am slightly worrying to try and find is you're nearly at 50 subs. Can everyone go subscribe to Ark? See if we can get them to 50. The only figures I worry about finding are the suit variations. So I've seen people make Batman's custom suit, the heat suit, the Sonic suit for breaking glass objects. I've seen people make those. That's not too much of a problem to try and find. But the part sucker suit for Robin, Batman's flight suit, and bomb suit, I've not seen too many customs of those. So I'm going to have to do some crazy digging, try and find some new Instagram custom sellers and hope that I can find something for this. But I have one figure already that will go on the stand, possibly. Tonight, maybe not on stream because I'd have to double check where he goes. In fact, I'll just get you to bring up the image so I can check it. I just need to count in the spaces for all the different suits that exist for this. So I'm saying all the different suits are, and then there's the whole Nightwing has all his different suits. What we're building. What's so funny? Yo, welcome read this comment. The long one.
Okay then.
What's all the strange comments? Yeah, you're gone, man. I'm not out with the weirdness. We're gonna start on the stand. Is this really the best angle? Yes, we can. Yeah. So it's more or less like a similar-ish design to the Complete Saga stand. No, I that guy's comments were weird. Threatening to send me things. What? Right, so let's get this started. So, like I said, it'll be designed in a way that the figures cannot block the ones behind them. Do you think it was Turkish? Yeah, possibility.
Turkish put for Google Translate over 100 times.
You think so? Professional correspondent, Terrakiller T1. He's professional at something, we just can't legally say what. But let's get this on the go. See what grey bits I've already got and just start bulking up the stand. But no, there'll be photos and stuff of this on the community tab if those want to check it out. But this is a fun project because it's means I have something to collect for in between, because some of my custom manufacturers will go a while. It's to the point with a Complete Saga where they'll just constantly make stuff I already have. It's trying to find stuff I don't have. Like maybe like 6 times out of 10, they're more likely to make something they've already made, like as a restock. And they only do new things like a couple of times a month. So if those couple things instead of doing new things, I might just do restocks for a whole month, so it means I can go after the Batman stuff. This is a secondary project. So there we go. That's like a row done. Ooh, yeah, that's slightly fragile. I'm gonna have to make sure I build it in a way that's not gonna affect it structurally. So I'm actually gonna double back and do these back foundations. I'm also gonna crisscross it in a few places as well. So that should make it more solid with this bit back. But I'm going to try and employ some creative building techniques should I find myself running out of parts. That would not be fun. Like, I've already spent a good amount of money on this project. I don't particularly want to have to go spend more. Imperial officers don't come as in many sets as you'd think they do anymore. They used to be quite easy to get. I think LEGO stopped doing them because people got mad about them being inserted into battle packs. Which, rightfully so. I mean, you don't want Imperial officers in a battle pack. So if I do this a couple of times, it's not saving a crap ton of parts, but it's saving a few. There we go. That's my new part saving technique. E. There we go. We'll do that doubling back the way. See, he's not sounding like Batman. Yeah, I've got to be careful. These are slightly painful to try and remove. There we go. You can kind of get the idea. I'm kind of trying a technique to build it up in some places. Honestly, the cheapest Imperial officers that I can think of that exist is the Imperial Immigration Officer from Solo.
On Solo.
No, we'll just call him Hans Smith. And with that, I've activated a vocal stem that I shouldn't have.
John Smith.
That one! That stuck a piece in the wrong place. Let's try to line these up, kind of slightly confusing. There we go. So I'm always saving like a couple of bricks each row. It might technically end up coming out that I have more bricks to the point where it's kind of not worth it, but we'll see where this goes. Yeah, sure, man. I'll hold on. All right. So this layer of foundations has to go that high. Just using all these tan pieces. Hey there, to fill out these edges. It's a little bit more decent. Because this will be featuring in content, so I want it to look good. And as I've said previously, all these tan bricks are part of a future project, but if I use them for this, it means I don't have to go buy them. I'm using braid for smart making. There we go. Right, okay. Let's disconnect all these. So we'll build up the foundations. That might take a slight while just to get all of that done, but it'll be worth it when it's finished. Put that middle part there. I'm just trying some different ways of building this up so that my brick count is a little bit makes more sense. If I can use all what's here and have the stand, then that's fair enough. I'll have to probably buy more grey parts unless you really think I got that many. So I did buy a box earlier of parts, but I'm not convinced that will be enough. Could be. There's also more foundation bricks in there as well to keep this going. But this front way being the way that it is, I shouldn't have any immediate problems of things breaking in half. So we'll soon see how well that works out. If anyone's got any questions, I'll answer them. Do that there just to overlap the pieces. And I've got that gap. So that now should be quite, yeah, it's quite solid in the middle. Should work out better. There we go. What do you think? That's the inner structure built to the point where it cannot fall apart. Solid. Right. So some of the grey pieces I will be using. I'm planning to have at least one complete row on this, so it's more of a measuring thing. So you can see, if you saw last night's stream, you'll get where this is going. Where can I get like Imperial Navy troopers from? Honestly, eBay is where I go. I've not really bought, like, my Imperial army is different. So my Republic army, Clone Army, I built up purposely really big, but I've bought that many Imperial sets that my army is just going to grow in that way. I think I've maybe bought the occasional Imperial minifigure, but eBay is kind of where I go. Probably there's other places like Bricklink, maybe a place to go, or if you want to bulk up in sets, there's that option as well. But that's kind of how mine is the way it is. I've not done a proper Imperial Army video maybe in a couple of years. It would be good to do another one, seeing as I've now got the Super Star Destroyer, more TIE Fighters, and other things I probably shouldn't have spent all that money on. There we go, self-deprecation. Right. Let's get that in there. Time to really find out if I'm going to get my money's worth out of this, or if we're going to back up that store in a couple of days. Got a whole bunch of these. Oh crap, I'm actually really get away with this. I'm saving on like, what, a couple bricks I'll roll? Well, that's a couple more bricks that I would have to go out and buy. So it kind of works out as being worth it slightly. And of course, in a couple of years' time, as I was teasing out in the last stream, I'll use all these parts for something completely different. You see my technique there for saving parts? It looks like a Minecraft temple. Right. So if I add one of those on either side, and one of those in there. But I'll use this method as far as I can get it to go, and then we should be fine. Who knows? Might have some interesting parts left over. That'd be good. I think I just heard my name. No, no, that's that dementia. I'm not sure. What's it? Maybe we are back. No, I've been inside. Did I do a what? Yes, I fell asleep when I was eating. Right, so welcome to my Minecraft temple mock, apparently. But this side, look, it looks like you've got the ocean and everything. I'm just my dick and put no diamonds. Right, let's continue. Just the same pattern, back and forth. So I've got these brown 2x4 pieces, right? And I'm trying to avoid using them unless it's for a last resort. Keep in mind, this is not all my supply here of this grey colour. I have much more of it. The top row can't have the holes in it. That will have to be solid because it has to hold all these grey pieces. So there's that. That's being stripped of all those pieces. It's just these ones here and there. So we'll put that there. So that's right. Second. What's out the back? Tomorrow you can. Tomorrow I'll have wet cement among other things. Yes, tomorrow you can't let them out. I'll have wet cement and I'll be left in slabs. Rather no deal with ducks. Means I've got food for later. No, I don't know that. Oh, I can't be asked that. It'll be all wet. There's a hole in that bin, so it'll be all soaking. Now, if you don't notice, we've got a hole in our blue bin. The lid. I think you'll have to. It's cracked, so the lid is only on at one side, so I'm willing to bet you that's full of water as well. I'll do that. I'll do that tomorrow. Blue bin. Aye. Tomorrow we'll have to by hand empty that blue bin out. You know, if I expect my rubbish rate picking up ever again. How is transforming going?
Fine.
Are you fed up of all the kids who do nothing but use cookie filter and get so many likes? I hate that. I hate that you can become famous on here for doing absolutely nothing. You don't even want to know what I think of kids' YouTube. Burn it. Not the kids. Wait, the kids? Yeah, I hate kids YouTube, especially. Like, when I was a kid, I watched some YouTube, but I watched the Lego side of YouTube, so I don't feel that counts as being terrible. It's educational. No, I hate kids YouTube because it is nothing. It is absolute awful. It's mindless. Oh, he's commenting Anakin quote. Check that. Yes.
Get the dog back and
Yes.
that toilet keeps moving.
Oh,
It's not tight enough.
I used that drill.
You better use an ordinary. Just like that.
Mm.
Boy. Can you search for a little screwdriver? It might have fallen near the bed. In fact, I think it's on the floor, is it?
Yes.
Oh, is it?
Screwdriver.
So this top layer has to be completely solid. Again, it's to hold the bricks. I have the perfect thing to fill all that in. Funny enough, it's these bricks that look like they're from World War. It'd be great for World War II mocks if I was to get into doing that. So I'm surprised I haven't. All these companies you see online that do like the World War II stuff. The Chill Guy, that's what they're calling you, man. He is doing some Transformer stuff. In fact, did I really fill those bits in? One sec. Yeah, thing. Check out his channel if you want Transformers content. This channel's EDP455. The fact that you understood the reference shocks me. Have you seen the animation, right? And it's the bit from Sonic. He's gonna kick my butt, and it's a giant Lego version. Actually, I'm just gonna get some cupcakes. See, you know exactly what I'm on about. Carl, that kills people. Right. So we've got to build up all of these with these kind of parts. It's these parts that look like there's bricks. So it's, you know, if you're building something, like I said, from World War II, that could be the parts I would use. Again, all these companies are like military-based bricks. We're the best, he says. Yeah, he's not usually in my content, but he's been in a lot of it lately. He pops up every few months, so stay tuned. But after this time next week, it will just be me in these. Let's see. And so that now is perfectly lined up to hold the grey pieces. If I take a look at it from this angle, and I take one of these, you can see roughly how this stand will work. It does look like Lego Minecraft from this end, but trust me, that's got nothing to do with it. I ain't touching Lego Minecraft on this channel. As much as it's been requested countless times. I'd make stuff, but I think I'd get in trouble. Right, let's have a long line of these. Let's see. Right, okay. If you open up the big box that I bought earlier, and let's see how that is inside, like how much we actually have to play with in terms of like foundation pieces. It's basically just these big 10 pieces. The guy in the Lego store taped it very good. Thanking you. Right. I'm going to try and see if I can build up at least a segment before I have to get in any of that. But the back end of this will need to be solid. I think by that point I will be completely out of these pieces. Again, not tomorrow, because tomorrow we've got a big DIY project. Fun. So I won't be going out anywhere to buy parts, but I will still be able to, more or less, let's say by Sunday this will be a complete stand. I'm just not working, going to cover myself. Yeah, Sunday. I've got another small box here that's full of grey pieces. I know for a fact there's not enough. Watch me be proven wrong. Live on camera. We do have some grey pieces here. They were kind of stragglers from yesterday. Right. It looks there. There. These. Well, hopefully, as long as I keep up my method that I've been using to save on some of the pieces, it just means I'm. Watch this, I'll be a couple parts short of the foundations. Oh, well, if I had 2 more of these, I'd have been sorted. You know exactly what that feeling's like.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm getting decently far with what's here, so hopefully that keeps working out. Just to annoy that community, I might take pictures of this and enter in a Minecraft mod contest. Well, it's still exposed. Now I'm going to look at my walk. I'll do the whole thing from The Simpsons. What's a diorama? Right, we've entered the box. See how far this resource lasts. It's gone in like 5 minutes. Move that. Nah, it makes no difference. Down those. Skype 2. Yeah, that'll be useful. Yeah, hey, how's it going? Oh, that drop of it. Thank you. Right. Well, I've already saved probably 42 by 4s by not filling it all in all the way. And who knows, maybe this somehow makes it more structurally stable. I have no idea. Because it does have to travel a distance in terms of going up, because it gets higher every time. That stand there required me to go like order quite a lot of parts here and there to get that one finished. 1 second. There's a problem with one of the dogs. I did have one of the old Death Stars. It's one of those sets I sold while moving that I do want to buy again. What?
Okay, I'll put them back in.
What happened? Oh, they get. Oh, okay. Right. I don't know how heavy this one will be. I don't know if it'll be as bad as that one is. I mean, maybe the weight will be less. Will be distributed better because it's. I don't know. Construction-y sounding words. Just insert those. I'll just get Tim Allen from Home Improvement on. He'll discuss all of it. Which one do you have? Do you know or nah? So I reckon with all of these pieces that I have lying around, I will be able to do up to the top layer of this and then some of the next one. And then the last 2 rows will have to hope and pray that I have enough of certain pieces just happening to be lying around. However, I'm going to remove these to have more of them from where I have those. Keep the same height just for consistency. I cannot modify that end there, that's kind of built up and covered over. But when I do the episodes of Lego Batman, this is more or less what's behind it. Just the Imperial Captain. Yeah, I know which one you mean. Funny, but after this, we're going to be playing Lego Batman on the Xbox 360. Because, of course, that's what you do in your 20s. Hey, I read the guidebook. It doesn't say you can't. We're 42 minutes in. We can probably go like another 25 minutes. But from the next 25 minutes, I'll probably know if I'm screwed or not. Let's see that bit there. Just to bring that over a bit better. So now we're on the layer that has to be more or less completely straight at the top. No holes, no bits dipping down. Has to be perfect in order just to hold all the backing. That's to go on the top. So these brown pieces can be used for that in this case. And that's an entire, so it just raises up 4 every time. That's kind of just how the design is. In fact, for these top bits that need filled in, I have all these tiny like 1x1 pieces. I'm just going to use those. That kind of makes a bit more sense. Because I don't want to really have to resort to using those as structural pieces later on down the line. So what we'll do that is keep a whole bunch of these up at once and go nuts. Oh, I dropped a piece. That's good. But yeah, I've already ordered the first custom minifigure for this project. Can anyone guess what it is? Just based on the figures you play as in this game, it'd be interesting to know if anyone can get that. Right. Yo, how's it going? Right, so that's another one of these structurals finished. So I now got to take 4 of these and raise it up. So there we go. I'm great. How are you? Now I've got to start doing this back bit. Pretty much the same technique. I probably could do this with the 2x4s as well because I've managed to save a whole lot of those. But I've got 3 more layers to try and complete. Let's see. You got it? Is that what you've been doing the whole time? Well, great.
He doesn't have a normal transformation.
Yeah, it's alright, man. He doesn't have a normal transformation. How does that work?
So all of the 13 primes come with a special accessory called an artifact.
Yeah.
And he comes with the transformation cog.
Right.
Basically the organ that makes all the Transformers transform.
Ah, the thing that makes them work. Yeah.
So he comes with that. So normally in the piece of media where this is from, he's a shapeshifter,
Yeah,
but they can't really put that into toys, so
that's the best they can do.
they basically just made them the pull part and just make complete utter bullshit.
Ah, just random creative nonsense.
You know what I do with the dinosaur bone ones?
Yeah.
That.
Ah,
Stuff
okay.
like that.
Right, if I put a bit in there just to be the middle, and that is a solid base for us to continue up. So I'm hoping there's enough of these lying around just to keep going. The box that you made is not got, it's just grey pieces, yeah?
Yep.
Let's find out if my part saving technique is actually working. Oh, we'll find out. But they are. I got look from the side. I'm just curious. Looks like sandstones on the side. Right there. But there. Oh crap, I might run out while I'm doing the method. I'm gonna go get another full run. Yeah, I'm not gonna get another rise up. How much does this thing weigh? It's not as heavy. Maybe this has helped that at least. It's not as heavy. That other one weighs a ton to move. Because that is just solid bricks. That one did not employ any of the crazy trickery that this one has. We're officially out of those. So now it's going to have to be the other way of building. No fun. What that basically means is I'm kind of now noticing, oh, hey, I'm going to have to go buy some parts again. And how much it costs just to buy knockoff bricks? But someone's going to hear that and go, you can't do that. The blue plates just sits on its knockoff pieces. How much those plates would actually set me back. He's assembled all the grey pieces. I will do as much grey as I can because I need to figure out how much of that I'll be missing. I'll do that. Probably not in this stream. I'll do a part. You'll get a second stream later on, right? It's Friday. I'm feeling generous. We'll do a second stream. What time? That's something you pay attention to the community tab for that information. Right. This will save it. This little trick will save me a couple pieces. There we go. So if I smooth out this layer completely, I'll smooth it all out. There's another little trick I can try just to get this to raise up. But it is looking like another Lego store trip will be required. Hopefully, it's just a case of one more big box. Maybe a box and a half. I do not yet know. Thinking between two streams, I will go on eBay and do a little bit of research, see what I can find. The next episode of our show is the last episode for the next season.
I believe so.
Let's watch that after this then. That way we at least conclude and we know we've only got 3 seasons left. Or 2 rather. Seasons, no, 3. Question, does Lego Batman have co-op player?
What, online?
Yeah, like what we've been doing with the Complete Saga, does that exist? The case is just up there if you want to have a look. I'm just genuinely curious if that's a game we know we can play out with. Because we know we can't do the Clone Wars one that way, unfortunately. The Clone Wars game is a couch co-op only. Kind of fair.
Yep.
It's just the Complete Saga that has that then. I thought they all would have had it if, one of them did.
Yeah, I'll go through all. I'll go through all the Lego games.
So if you do that, because then we know which ones to buy for you, and we know which ones we have to play in person.
Co-op means online, right?
So online co-op, yeah.
So if it just says co-op 1 to 2.
Yeah, it should mean, yeah. If it's players 1 to 2, that just means, in front of you, couch co-op. Right. Let's try this other trick that I've got up my sleeve to kind of build this up a bit further. I'm now really glad, though, that I decided to shorten the span. I don't want to know what the parts would be on that one. But we'll be ending the stream in just a moment. Once he's done checking that, I'm going to call it a night on this stream, and we'll do another one later on.
Lord of the Rings is online.
Well, I need to pick up one of the rings then.
Complete Saga, I know is online.
Yeah, because we've done that much of it online.
Indiana Jones is online.
That's even better. So maybe we can do it online trying to find all them treasure chests.
Lego Star Wars 2 it's not.
I didn't think it would be.
Lego Batman is not.
Oh man.
Lego Movie is.
That one's quite fun, despite being one of the newer games.
Indy 2
Is
Marvel Superheroes is.
right. My little method is working. It is I'm saving some of the smaller pieces.
Lego Batman 2 is.
That's a one to pick up then. You can compile a list. You can pick some up next time we go into town. That way we've got more games that we can play.
Lego Avengers is.
Mm.
You don't keep the Lego store boxes things, do you?
Not really. Unless I mean, I might find a use for them. Why so?
'Cause
Yeah, go ahead. So there's a good few then.
Pirates of the Caribbean is.
That one's fun. I've played through. I've not completed it. Well, not since it came out, but I have played through quite a bit of that. That
So
is a
is
good
The
game.
Hobbit. Batman 3.
Batman 3 is the one I don't remember if I played or not.
Jurassic World is.
It's handy.
Clone Wars 3 is not.
That one annoyed me. That one, like you'd think that would be, because all the other ones from around then have it.
And that's all your Lego games. Back up.
So how many in total can we play? Do you think this is not old Lego Burn? Could you imagine this stand out for a couple of years? It'd be structurally unsound. It's a good amount of the games, though. Like, I imagine. So, what out of the playable ones, what do you not have?
Quite a few I don't have.
So, which ones do you not have?
When did you get Lego Batman for the PS2?
I got that one. I got my PS2.
Oh.
There's a few games I have across multiple consoles. It's kind of fun to play them different ways because there's slight differences. Also, I'm a hoarder.
There isn't. Pretty sure there's only like 2 games that aren't online.
Clone Wars and Batman.
No, Clone Wars and Star Wars 2.
You said Batman wasn't.
No, I'm pretty sure I said Batman was.
What, the first Batman?
Oh, no.
Damn it.
So free.
You should try and get a hold of everything but those three. And we can do the online co-op sessions. Give us a game other than Grand Theft Auto. Nothing wrong with doing it with GTA, but it's nice to have like that extra bit of variety. So the live stream is about to click over to an hour. I'll be ending it. I'll come back probably about an hour and a half and continue.
Well, that would be an advantage if you got an F Series X.
What would be the advantage?
There would be quite a few more games that could play together.
What games?
Marvel Rivals.
Are you being paid by Marvel Rivals?
No.
That's bullshit. You're on the payroll. But look, I will be back. So it's a double bill tonight. We'll continue this project because we're getting somewhere with it. I just don't know how far we'll get in what the end game of this one will be. But that's still to be all figured out and stuff. So I'll be back. What time is it just now? Right, so it's 11 past 10. I aim to be back. Well, what's so funny? I aim to be back by, let's say, 11:30. And I will, at 11:30, I will try and do like a 30-minute stream. just to try and finish off as much as possible. I will also look up, like, trying to buy some parts during that time. But, yeah. I'm just going to quickly end out by grabbing a whole bunch of these yellow pieces which are acting as stilts. And we'll throw those on. Because, well, why the hell not? You can tell I'm maxing out my runtime at this point. Yeah. Hey there. My fun game of random number generator Xbox 360 games getting out of hand.
Just
So-
get another hand. Now there are more of them.
It's like nearly 80 games there. But how many is there? Well, there was 72 before. There must be nearly 80. Surely. It's at the point where I've like had requests for collection videos specifically on that. That right. So I'll quickly do these ones I've got in my hand, and then I'll be back at 11:30. We're building a stand, or I'm building a stand. He's just helping us do some stuff, but yeah, the stand looks more like a Minecraft project right now because these are all the bits you won't see. That's all structural. But I'll be streaming again tonight in about an hour or so. So check that stream out. But I will see you guys later on.